Sagittarius, I'm so sorry about your no contact reading coming out so late. Okay, so I'm here now. So let's go ahead and get right into your reading. So this is going to be your no contact reading, or someone you're not speaking to, or someone you haven't heard from, or just curious about like what's happening. So we're going to pull some cards regarding that. Okay, I do these once a month. They are timeless, so whenever you see this message, just trust that there's a message here for you. So let's get right into it, you guys. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Rings. Oops. And what is this? What is this? Ooh, something's changing. Something is changing, my friend. Okay, I feel like you're reevaluating everything. I don't know what is going on, but it looks like, you know, you're walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. And it has to, I feel like you're gaining your worth back. And something is definitely changing in your favor. We do have the Ace of Cups coming in. This is about new love. The Ace, the 8 of Rings, and the 9 of Swords. Interesting. Someone's feeling left out in the cold. This could be you or them, but I am feeling like someone here is feeling left out in the cold, very anxious, kind of like thinking about this, like putting in the effort, like seeing if this has potential. There is like some type of new feelings coming in, I feel, when it comes to this person. But I feel like you're changing though. Something's changing within you. And as you elevate, as you move forward and upgrade your life and start working through your insecurities or whatever that may be, something is now kind of turning in your favor. Okay. Or something is turning in your favor. So let's see what happened, what's going on, what's coming through. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. So you're working on yourself. You're really, really working on yourself. I love this 8 of Pentacles. Somebody here has the 8 of Wands. So this is all about communication and news coming in. The challenge is that something feels like a freaking burden. Okay. It's just like, okay, this is burdened. This feels defeated. I don't want to play these games anymore with the 5 of Swords. Like, this is too much. I'm focusing on myself and work and things that are going to grow. Whatever communication comes in or not, like, it's already so heavy. Like, I feel like you just feel like it's just heavy already. 4 of Swords. This person thinks that this may be a break. I feel like this time apart, or if you're not talking to them, I do see that it's starting to get like, you know, very overwhelming for this person. We do have the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, which I love. 7 of Swords, the Hermit, the Queen of Swords. Wow. All right, so this is for a Sagittarius who no longer believes somebody here anymore. I feel you have gone through so much in life, so many different characters in your life, to where you're starting to see very, very clear with that Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is telling me is that you see super clear. You're using your inner wisdom. You are not messing around no more. You don't want somebody to just come in your life and BS you. You see through the lies, you see through the deceit. Even if they confess, you know there's stuff missing from the story. So it just feels like what I'm seeing here for my Sagittarius is that you're going more in an independent route for your own sanity, okay? For your fulfillment, what makes you happy now. So let's see what's going on with this person, because I am seeing the 8 of Wands. Now let's get the 8 of Pentacles. Why do you have? You're looking towards the future. I love this. Okay, so yes, it's a no contact reading, but you're already looking into the future. You are recovering from this situation. You're getting back on your feet. Yeah, this person wants truth and justice. They want to come in with the truth. See, they want karmic, possible conversation. Kind of cold though. They still desire you, not gonna lie here, Sag. Somebody still desires you. They look at you as a wish fulfillment. They do want to talk. They want some justice. They want clarity. I feel like the lies are catching up to this person, whatever this is, because justice is all about truth and balancing in karma, okay? You over here are working on yourself, looking out towards the future. This is determination. And this person here is like, it's like communication. There's like news coming in, truth coming in from this energy. because it's karmic justice. Yep, anybody who messed with you, who played games with you. I feel like with the King of Pentacles, this is all about stability. When you have the 10 of Wands coming in with the 5 of Swords and the challenge, this is saying like, you know, I don't want to play games anymore. I don't want to deal with someone's unstable behavior. Yeah, it was too overwhelming in the past, I feel, for a lot of you guys. Someone here was trying to either be controlling because they felt powerless, or they played too many games, or they manipulated a lot. The Emperor in reverse can be very, very hurtful with their words. They can act like they want control, but really have, because they don't have control over their life. This is a very insecure person that you have dealt with. And I know I say insecure a lot because there's a lot of insecure people out there who are not dealing with their wounds, period. They're not. They're literally becoming very narcissistic characteristics, you know, blame shifting, doing all these things. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. We also have the Hermit. This person is going in hermit mode. There's some withdrawal. Someone feels like something is changing within you. Okay. They think something's ending. They have this desire to speak clearly and truthful to you, whoever this is. I feel like they're trying to go within themselves during this time, just to kind of be by themselves. They still have hope or faith, and maybe healing or something. But this person's coming in pretty wounded. They are in defense mode because they probably haven't given you a lot. They probably were being very, very selfish with their energy. So that's probably why they're defensive. They could be a fear of rejection. But I feel like this person still has hope. 3 of Cups. Yeah. In the near future, it feels like the Fool is here, like new beginnings are about to start. I feel, hold on. Let's get the 10 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Oh. I'm going to tell you something right now. There is this energy where the 3 of Cups is a very lonely, isolated place to be. And I feel it's this person. We have 555 here with the 10 of Cups. This person, I feel, took so much time, energy, even possibly finances, emotions, or anything. But look at the Queen of Wands in the middle. Who's that? That's you. You are still knowing your worth, still vibrant. Your energy is still high. So I feel like whoever this was, they're always going to look at you and desire you. They tried very hard to push you to a place that I feel only made you wiser about this person. Every time you knew what they were doing, you saw what they were doing, Sag. And I feel like by you recovering, by you owning up to your, being this like beautiful, radiant energy that you are, the 5 of Wands is saying you're not wanting to fight anymore with this person. You already know where they're going. You already know where they're going. They can have hope. They can try to they could probably try to want some truth and clarity from you. But they already know you know the truth. This person, I feel, is going to be who they are. This is a very isolating, lonely place to be, a very codependent energy. I feel like whoever this was tried to really project a lot of what they don't have and onto you. And now that I see you coming out as the Queen of Swords, going into that hermit mode, this person knows that you are very wise. When you speak truth. When you talk from experience, and you come from a very genuine place, because that is you. Unfortunately, with the Emperor in the reverse, as we saw in the past, and why the Five of Swords and so much fighting and or whatever this may be, conflict has happened, was because you were triggering everything, their wounds, and they know you know the truth. This is a person who may overindulge in certain things or certain people for more because they're don't have the emotional maturity or the ability to be alone. Okay? It has nothing to do with your worth or your value. It has everything to do with why they lie, why they try to get away with things, and why, you know, justice is always going to prevail. You are on the right side of justice. So even though right now it doesn't feel like, for some of you guys, you're like, okay, I'm looking towards the future, things are changing, you know, all of these things, I don't feel like it's about you jumping into another relationship. I feel like it's right now, it's withdrawal and working on things that are going to grow for you, as in for your spirit, yourself, because this person here may be involving themselves in other energies because they can't be independent. They can't be alone. They have so much, sadly, they have so much insecurities in a way where they need validation, and they are using those people. Especially, I don't feel like you were used, because I think that's a strong word to use for you because of how you're coming up in the reading. I feel like this person really tried to be something in your life to impress you, but ended up being the Emperor in the reverse. Because no matter what you say or do in the connection, I'm telling you right now, this person is going to learn the very hard way. Okay? They are still, even in the near future, it feels like they're very alone, isolated, Three of Cups, overindulging in things and not really getting on their feet. They have the Star here. They want to heal things. They want to make things right, but they have no intention to maintain it. This does feel like in the outcome, somebody is wanting to like make amends with the Five of Wands. Like, I don't want to fight anymore, but I don't feel like you're fighting with this person just by how you are. I feel like you are recovering emotionally from what they have done and getting on your feet again and remembering who you are. And we do have the Five of Coins, of you looking at this Five of Coins as in like, you are not going to take any more from me. That's that energy, Sag. Like, you're not going to take any more from me. You're not going to take my time, my money, my energy. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's where I see this going, because this is a person who wants to win and wants to look a certain way, but doesn't do anything as an internal work to bring that consistent change. So the Wheel of Fortune, I feel, is congratulating you and elevating you and pulling you away from this person, but you can't help what other people do. It's their free will. So whatever this person is doing, it's a lot of overindulging, okay? It's a lot of like, I do feel like this person feels left out in the cold by you. I do feel like you see through their lies, and I feel like this person at this point is wanting some type of justice or wanting to make something right, but it still goes back to their old ways. So really, it's just you thriving after this, because it's the Wheel of Fortune is saying like, hey, like things are maybe coming back around, but that is not. But at the same time, the wheel is here to also tell you that things are moving in your favor. So keep going where the wheel's taking you, and whoever following behind, they're not part of your journey. They're coming. They want to come back around, but it's not. But you'll see why the wheel is here to push you forward. This is like a divine thing for you. This is not to hurt you. It's to pull you away from things that do not serve you, and now trusting more of your wisdom to move forward. And people are gonna be like, is this person coming back? Why? And that's the question. Why would you want them to come back? Why would you want somebody who's not working on themselves, who's continuing cycles, who has patterns 24/7, and who doesn't, and who's going to do this to the next person, next person, next person? It's like, this is what I'm saying. It's the Queen of Wands is in the middle of the fives. This feeling of the Five of Coins, I feel it's them, even though you may feel abandoned in some way or feeling left out in the cold. No, this person's left out in the cold. They're coming in lonely. So you're the Queen of Wands. You're magnetic. You're attractive. You're beautiful inside and out. This is inspiration kicking in through all of the, you literally have, let me just tell you one more time, you literally have the fives all around you, Three of Swords, Five of Wands, all of this around you, and you're still pushing through with the Queen of Wands. You're unstoppable, my friend. Okay? You're unstoppable. I just don't see, I see like you saw so much. You see so much. And this person knows you're very intelligent. Look at, I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. I'm embarrassed by my actions. I feel disgusted with myself. You know, that's how a lot of people feel when they are hurting other people. They feel disgusted. They feel empty. That's why they hurt people. Fulfilled people do not do that. Good people do not try to use, not use, I keep saying the word use. Maybe a lot of you do feel used. Do not have any bad intentions when getting in a connection. You know, I don't know, Sag. I just know that this person is still going to feel lonely and isolated and codependent. And I feel there is a need to make amends regardless. But the Ten of Cups is here because the Ten of Cups is telling me you're focusing on your happiness. This is a happy card. This is about your fulfillment. Okay, like, I don't want to fight for this anymore. It's jeopardizing my future. It's jeopardizing my happiness. I need to take a step back because I'm still trying to figure out what I want. You are the one and only one. I'm afraid of commitment. I feel like, again, when I see that card, this is a person who's not, they're afraid of themselves because they know that their actions, they can't trust themselves. Even though we shouldn't, I still want to. Forbidden. Rejection. I'm uneasy about myself. I don't know if I can truly make you happy. Yeah, it feels like this person's scared to be rejected. And surrender. I can't be apart from you much longer. Bottom of the deck. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? I feel like you're dealing with someone who's very unstable, but wants to appear stable. But like, this is just an energy I feel that can be very explosive with that Emperor in the reverse for some of you guys. But I feel like for you, it's just like making amends with yourself. I mean, with this situation for the sake of your family, your happiness. Mental health. Yeah, there's something like that. I act like I don't care, but deep down I really do. Okay. Let's get some advice for you. So for this, I just feel like there's like, I feel like this is more about this person and you using your past experiences on how this goes down. Like, you already know the end of the story, but you're safe. Like, I feel like you're safe. You're protected. Yeah. And Spirit's asking you, be a leader. You are the leader. Set rules and boundaries. There's nothing wrong with setting rules and boundaries. And I feel like with you, it's like, let go of toxic emotions. There we go. 555. Once again, honor your uniqueness. You are a beautiful energy. Gift or windfall, material abundance. I'm telling you right now, the toxic emotions comes from how we think about ourselves. It's not necessary. In someone, yes, how they treat us. We're like, why are you treating us like that? It does hurt your self-esteem. It does hurt you when somebody just leaves. It's not them leaving because you're not good person. It's not you're a bad person. It's your mind telling you like, oh, I should have set more boundaries, or maybe it is me, maybe it is. And so you start kind of shifting things within yourself a little bit. All I'm saying here is that if you have toxic emotions about this person or even yourself, those needs to be let go, Spirit is saying. Okay. There's no need to beat yourself up over somebody else's way of handling things. They don't know how to handle things, period. We see it all over the reading. You have kept your cool and your confidence this whole time, even though it feels like you haven't, but you're not looked at like that. You're looked at very confident, very strong, very beautiful. What you feel inside does not match what people look at you as. So I feel like that's why Spirit's like, hey, let go of those toxic emotions. If you are feeling a certain way about yourself, the Queen of Wands is coming out. I'm telling you right now, that is a very attractive, beautiful energy that makes the room, you walk into a room and people turn their heads. Your smile, how you laugh, don't let anybody. I feel like you're not letting somebody dim your light, but inside there may be a feeling, because I'm seeing this all around you. You're fighting through it. You're still shining. You're like, you're not going to take away my shine. You're not going to take away my confidence. No, you're not going to take that. That's the last of you, you're not going to take the last of you. Not the last of you, the one thing that makes you you. So I really do hope this message did help. I mean, whatever you're working on or working towards, material abundance is coming in. Great change is coming in. Good change is coming in. With this person, I'm telling you, they're just overindulging. They're just lonely, isolated, and I'm just irritable about this energy because I don't really see any change. I just see that they have hope and faith and trying to heal. But then you see in the near future, they're doing it all over again. Their intention is to heal something, they want to, but something with the Three of Cups and how they behave is it doesn't last long. It's going to take a while. Okay, I do feel like you may be the one in the end that has to say no. So I'm going to leave this here. I do hope this message does help and bring some clarity to you. And if it did, please like, comment, and subscribe and follow. Oh, personal readings are out for December. So you guys can go ahead and book those. And thank you so much for being here. God bless.